Here is our titanium Italian-made mesh ribbon. With a little bit of twisting and a slight flick of the thumb, you can actually get the mesh ribbon to turn into a more of a tubular angle. You can also, of course, stretch it out and give it a little twist, leave a little space, stretch it out a little, and it will hold its form a lot better than either sterling silver or the gold mesh that we're all familiar with, because titanium is much more resistant to change. So as you can see, I'm going to pull a little bit. That's about the strength of what a large pendant may put on your neck, and then if you pull it really hard, you will be able to stretch it back to its original ribbon length. We can then twist it into this rope chain, and in order to get the leaves and the stretch parts to be a little more tighter, and the edges to look a little more like, almost like a lily pad that curve upward or downward depending on which side you're wearing the necklace, you can twist it into these little rope first, then pull it out, leaving the sections in between kind of twisted. If you don't like that, you can also twist them so they're back to back like this, and then with a little squeeze they'll actually stay. So as you can see, we do have other colors, which I'll show you in a little bit. But first of all, let's look at how you can make this into a necklace. All it is just a little bead stop, little top cap right there for the clasp. Then you take the end of the ribbon, twist it up into a ball, into a tube, and use a little bit of epoxy glue or rubber cement or jeweler's glue. Just glue it right on in there. And because the mesh is very, very, very thin, the ordinary scissors can cut it. So here we have a gold leaf. This is something where you can actually fix the position of the pendant exactly where you want it. You can have multiple pendants. And another way of doing this is Italian mesh. This mesh is actually a tube, almost like a tube sock. So if you open it, stretch it open on one end before you put the clasp on, and here we have a really large, almost 55 millimeter pendant. And you can see it's almost like a snake swallowing a chicken egg. It can almost accommodate this pendant sideways. So that's how much stretch you have in the mesh. And if we squeeze both sides down and do our little thumb flick to roll it up, it'll hold the pendant right there. And no amount of flapping will change the position, and you'll be able to see, because it is mesh, so you'll be able to see the pattern of the beads very, very well. And let's try it. Let's see if we can push it out, back out. As you can see, that it's quite sturdy. The mesh does not allow any changes in the position of the bead. So I think we will be able to do quite a bit with either the large hole Pandora style beads, the large hole beads, or the cable style beads, and of course regular beads that can be fit inside. And in fact, we can also do hollow glass beads, the larger ones. So here we have silver. This is black. It's a little bit reddish, but under normal light it is absolutely black. This is the brown. It's a little too red under this lighting, but it is very, very brown. This is gold, and this is fuchsia. That's a very dark, dark red. And all of these are plated. It's plated with a color, so it's not really gold and it's not really silver. That's gunmetal.